One of the unique challenges that we had as an organization is that there have been a series of ownership changes, and that's had a huge impact on the structure of Discovery Channel. We're now part of a very large organization, Bell Media. Well, there's been a number of cultural changes, a lot of reorganization going on, and we're one division, one important division within a much larger company. And we were looking for some ways of figuring out, how we can make the best of that in our day-to-day interaction with the rest of the organization. The most important thing we were trying to do is really shake things up a bit. I have a very experienced team. They've been around a long time. They're terrific. But I think that it's inevitable that, any organization can get into a rut. And so I wanted to bring Robin in and get us thinking in new ways, and especially really focus on being creative and innovative, because we live in a very competitive world. It's a very competitive industry, and what separates us from the rest of the television networks really is our ability to create and innovate on an ongoing basis. So that was my focus. We improved our internal communications. We became a much more transparent organization, and I think that what Robin was able to get out from us and as part of the process is the real importance of being able to break down the barriers between our departments, between individuals, and even within the executive team, and really understand what our wants and needs are. Looking at things in new ways, approaching the business, their challenges with a fresh approach, and I think the other important thing was to really get a sense that innovation and creativity don't just come from magical thinking, that they're actually real things, real tangible things that we can do to make ourselves a much more innovative and creative organization. And I think that was really the inspiration that came from Robin. One of the important lessons that you learn from a workshop like this is the ability to have a common language. We picked up some really key terms, some ways of thinking. All we needed to do was use a key phrase, and we automatically know, okay, that's what we're doing, or that's where we need to move. I think that's a really very important element of the workshop, because we work in a very fast-paced organization. We don't have a huge amount of time sometimes to really get into a huge amount of detail. So sharing that workshop together really allowed us to really hone our game, and to really focus on what needed to get done, and really do it very quickly and much more efficiently than we would have before. This was not an exercise about, adding resources or taking them away. It was, here's what we've got, here's what we want to do. We want to be the leader in the industry. We want to maintain that leadership. And so what are some very simple, at the end of the day, strategies that we can do to put in place? We took a look at what's really working for us, what sets us apart from our competition, and we started to invest more, for example, in our production company, in our daily science magazine show, and we've seen some real benefits from that. We've seen audience increases, we've seen the staff reinvigorated, trying new things. Sometimes the benefits of a workshop last a few days, maybe a couple of weeks, a few months, but I think that we've really seen the benefit of this workshop for a much longer period of time. And when we want to go back, we've got a lot of materials that we can continue to review and use some of the exercises that we learned in the workshop to make sure that process continues. Robin is very easy to work with. She didn't come in with any presumed sense of what needed to get done in this organization, and she tailored the workshop to precisely our needs. And when I say that, I mean in terms of the amount of time that was required, the group of people, and also the subject matter we covered. And I was really impressed with her ability to do that. And I felt like this wasn't just a workshop that she pulled off the shelf that's been used 100 times before. that it was very specific to our needs. She's very skilled. She's a great communicator. The team really enjoyed working with her. They trusted her. She really managed to pull out of the group, what our strengths were. She was extremely detail-oriented, really wanted to understand who the team was, what their abilities were going in, what they needed. Really focused on getting the best out of what we have here, and really focused on accomplishing what our task was. Those strengths could be applied to any organization, any type of industry. I would definitely recommend Robin. I think she's fantastic. If you have a strong desire to shake up the organization in a positive way, to get people thinking in fresh, innovative new ways, that Robin is absolutely got the secret formula to make that work.